Happy freezing cold Wednesday. I don't know how long this live will be because I have got a full-on cold, cough. Welcome to winter. It's probably because I spent the entire long weekend outside. I still have a little bit of windburn that I'm nursing, but I feel great. I went to the gym last night. My daughter and I have this new routine where we go to the gym together. Excuse me. And it's awesome just to see her out there, like enjoying the different fitness machines, and she meets her little friend there, and it's just really, really sweet. And it's such a nice routine to have. I'm pretty much fully healed up from that injury I had on my bad leg, and I feel great other than this head cold. I can feel my whole body is like, you're getting sick, lady. So I'm pumping in my vitamins, making sure I'm getting all my nutrients in every day. But oh, I'm tired today, and I gotta go to work, and I gotta do the things, do the mom things. Annie and Mitchell are off skiing today with their school, so they're so excited. They absolutely love skiing. We love all kinds of outdoor activities, and you know, if you're a person who likes to be outside, but you're in Canada or you're in a snowy area, sometimes that snow and cold can really interfere with the things you like doing. So I just want to challenge you to like go out and see if you can find a fun outdoor winter activity that you enjoy, because it makes the snow nicer. It makes it more manageable. It makes the time go by faster. I've really been enjoying just getting out and being physical outside, you know, getting fitness in outside, whether that's snowmobiling, whether that's shoveling snow, whether that's skating on the outdoor rink with my kids, or playing hockey, or skiing, downhill skiing, which I find super, super challenging, but I really love it because, you know, just being out in nature, seeing the snow on the trees. My throat's really quite sore today. But it's just something that I've really found a lot of like mental health peace in. I love being outside. Even the way I teach my classroom, we haven't the last few days because it's been like -30 with the wind chill, so we don't go outside. But we spend the last, you know, part of our day outside learning or outside moving around. And it brings me so much joy and peace to be out in nature. I don't know what brings you guys joy and peace, but you know, we're getting ready for a challenge group in March. It starts March 3rd, and there's lots of people who are like, wow, I really need this right now. I don't know what your New Year's resolution was. Our January challenge group was super strong. It went super, super well. Excuse me. I'm going to try to get through this as best I can, but it might be a really short live because I have to save my voice for school. But that's, you know, a lot of people were like, okay, February is hard on me with my mental health. And, you know, there's a lot of scientific data as well for people in February. February and March are really tough months for mental health. So I want to talk about that. You know, I call it Wellness Wednesday. I usually try to do a piece about mental health on Wednesdays. And, you know, that's kind of a self-discovery journey too. You have to put work into that too. And if you're at a place where you're feeling low or struggling to get out of bed, or just, you know, lots of negative thoughts going in your mind, there's things that you can put in place. And, you know, we talk about kitchen clean out and preparing your physical environment for exercise and for nutrition. But there's also like a mental health clean out that you need to do, and some discoveries that you need to do. And you can even look at your toxic habits. Like one toxic habit could be, you know, you don't have a bedtime routine, or you're struggling to get good sleep. Do that same list that you do for your nutrition or for your fitness. Like, what are the things that you know you should be doing? What are the things you know you shouldn't be doing? And then pick one to reduce the frequency of that negative habit, replace it with a healthier habit. You know, that was one of the things that helped me so much in my journey, was I took these toxic habits I had and replaced them with healthier versions. And I talk about the 3 R's of Rosology, right? Replace, remove, or reduce. And that can be used and applied in your mental health as well, because it's all about daily habits. What actually brings you joy? Like, not something that's like, oh my gosh, I'm laughing so hard, I'm so happy. But sometimes happiness is just kind of like, you're peaceful, right? You're not being constantly interfered with your mental health insofar as like, you wake up in the morning and you don't have something to look forward to, or you're just feeling really, really low. So sometimes when we're going through really, really difficult times, the first thing that happens when we wake up in the morning is we think of that situation that we're in. It can be labeled as situational depression, situational anxiety, where your mental health is really attached to a situation that may or may not be part of your control. So it's really, really important to just sit down, reflect, maybe even write it down on a piece of paper you can destroy, or just something that can highlight it to you. And then I really, really want you to open up your possibilities by saying, okay, well, what's something I can actually do about this? So if mornings are really, really hard for you, and I know you're going to be like, of course you would say that, but why not try going for a walk, or start your day right away with some physical activity? That was a huge habit for me because it gave me something else to focus on. It gave me something to really go like, okay, this is what I'm doing this morning. Instead of waking up and going like, oh, I feel awful, and all of those thoughts that were going around in my head about things that I really can't do anything about, and it would bring me down. It just gave me something. Or do like a checklist morning routine until it becomes happy. Wake up, get out of bed, go to the bathroom, drink a glass of water. My morning routine every single morning is that. Wake up, go to the bathroom. I usually weigh myself. And then I make myself a cup of coffee and I watch the sunrise. I watch the sunrise in my chair, and then I go and wake up my kids. But that sipping of the coffee and that just peaceful moment in the morning. Now, at this time in my life, my mind is pretty peaceful. I'm pretty well right now. Let's just call it well. And that routine works for me. However, if I'm in a state where I'm waking up in the morning and facing a problem right away, that's where I might adjust my routine and say, you know what, let's go back to those morning workouts. I'm getting a lot of physical fitness right now, so I haven't been doing my morning workouts, but that's not because of like, oh, I don't need to do them, but that's because I have scheduled fitness in my week that is intense and my body needs to recover. And the morning workouts right now aren't necessary, but I know that come summer, I'm going to go back into them because I love waking up in the morning and exercising outside. It's something that I enjoy and look forward to. And if you're waking up in the morning, what is something that you can do every single morning that can just become a routine that will help you get up and rise out of bed? Some people don't have that looming, dooming schedule of like, you need to be at work to get them out of bed. Where's your motivation going to come from? And that's really tapping into what actually motivates you. And that's different for everybody. What motivates your mental health? What motivates your food choices? What motivates your fitness choices? Why are you doing it? What do you want from it? And is that motivation strong enough to get you up out of bed, to get you up off the couch, to get you off your phone, to get you off the electronics, off the TV, whatever it is that's kind of interfering? And then what happens with that is it becomes habit. And there's this beautiful trickle down when you start to make change. It affects your mental health in a positive way. It affects your physical body in a positive way, especially if you're moving and giving your body the proper nutrition. The mental health side of it is really going to be that pivotal, like, this is the most important thing. It is the number one way to lose weight. And that is dealing with the issue, the fundamental issue. Because I've said this before, your weight is a symptom of a greater problem, right? The problem is here. And then all these choices that you're making throughout the day are stemming from whatever is going on at the top, right? And it's really, really challenging to kind of pinpoint sometimes what is that fundamental problem at the top of the mountain that's trickling down and avalanching all over things. So self-reflection, asking yourself those questions, maybe writing down realistic answers, and then taking a deep breath and going in and seeing if there's things that you can work on yourself. Now, if you get to that point where you're like, I know what the problem is and I can't do anything about it and I'm just really struggling, you might need to seek help. You might need to talk to a counselor. I talk about this every single Wednesday because it's just so important. But seeking help, getting the things you need, sometimes even medication, anti-anxiety medication, or whatever it is you need to get through the day, that's also really important as well. There's all kinds of things that you can do. There's so many tools and resources out there. You've just got to find the motivation within yourself to get there. I'm not feeling 100%, so I'm going to go get ready for my work. I'm going to go to work, make it through the day, and probably just have a rest evening. I love you guys. Mwah. I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.